I'm back for another video. Again, I feel like I said that a lot. Sorry about it. This is my favorite shit from April. Hopefully this will be a short and sweet video. I've got my notes, I've got my coffee, I've got my camera, memory card is not full. Fingers crossed the battery doesn't go flat like the 6 times it has already today. So yeah, let's do the thing. If you want to check out my previous favorite shit from video, I'll put a little, they're called cards. I'll put one up in the corner. I don't know which corner it is yet, but I'll put it up there and you can check it out if you want to. Quality is not super great, but content also possibly not super great. But who knows, you might like it if you're super bored, if you're sitting on the toilet, if you have locked yourself in the cupboard avoiding people. I don't really know, whatever. You can go watch it if you want to. So in April, I decided it's been way too long since I've been to a gig or a festival of any kind. I'm like, fuck you, I'm gonna go to Dead of Winter. Which isn't until June, but I kind of have this ritual. I used to do it with Soundwave a lot. When the lineup came out, I'll slowly work my way through any of the bands that I don't know and suss out a few of their albums to try and figure out like who I want to see, and then when a timetable comes out, like figure it out from there. Maybe a little bit overkill. I don't know if anyone else does that. If you do that, please tell me in the comments because I feel like a bit of a psycho now. But yeah, I started doing the same thing with the Dead of Winter lineup. Truth be told, there were only a few bands that I had actually heard of and listened to their stuff before, so I'm really enjoying going through and listening to some new stuff. I'm very, very familiar with Osaka Punch. I'm pretty sure they're Brisbane boys. I've seen them before when they were opening for 12 Foot Ninja last year, I believe it was, and they were really good. So very excited to see them again. It's been a long time. Back to the working my way through the list. So as part of my research for Dead of Winter Festival, I came across Ocean Grove and kind of have been stuck on them for quite a few weeks now. I've been listening to the Rhapsody tapes, which is really cool. It's definitely kind of the progressive sort of experimental kind of weirdness that I really like, so that's really cool. I've also kind of been flip-flopping between Tool and Nine Inch Nails, some of my very first musical loves. Tool has been coming out with a new album for what feels like forever now, and I sussed out something on Facebook the other day. I think, someone, I can't remember, there was some kind of workshop happening in the States, and for the promo video, I'm pretty sure they had a little snippet of a new song that I haven't heard of, which was really super exciting. So I'm like, ooh, this is good, this is good. Wheels are in motion, stuff is happening. I kind of got a little bit nostalgic from that, and then rifled through my CD folio thing in my car and started panicking because I couldn't find the Tool album that I wanted, and then I realized that it's actually been in my CD player for about 6 months. So I've been listening to a lot of Tool, and Nine Inch Nails is one of my go-tos whenever I'm in that weird like in-between mood and I don't really know what I want to listen to, and shuffle isn't really doing it for me anymore. So I tend to go back to Nine Inch Nails a lot. I pretty much always come back to With Teeth at some point. There's a lot of really good songs in there that I like too. So enough rambling about that. I haven't really been reading a lot in the last few weeks. I'm still working my way through Change Your Thinking, but I kind of wanted a little bit of a break from my brain and just read something a little bit light and funny. So I've been reading Memory Heart's book, You Deserve a Drink. It is freaking hilarious. Memory Heart, Grace Helbig, and Hannah Hart are some of my favorite YouTube people ever. Super funny, really down to earth and relatable human beings, and Memory is a potty mouth bitch and I love her so much. So if you're into more autobiographical kind of funny books, definitely check hers out. She's even scattered in some like cocktail recipes through, which I am all about. That's pretty much all I've been reading this month. Between work and some personal life stuff, I kind of haven't really been in the right headspace to read anything kind of heavy. So that's that. I've been filling in the gaps with watching RuPaul's Drag Race Season 10, kind of rooting for Miss Cracker at the moment because she seems like a cheeky bitch and I think she's funny and really pretty. And I've also been rewatching old episodes of Judge Judy on YouTube because that's all I ever do with my spare time, and I love her very much. We've established this already. I think I might have mentioned in my, was it 20 random facts about me video, that I love her more than any human should ever love another human. And yeah, pretty much true. I feel like I can't find a lot of like recent stuff on there, but the old cases are really funny because I like it when she yells at dumb people. I wish I could yell at dumb people, but I'm a sook. General life stuff. I've finally got Scarlet Social Club kind of up and running. It's a little bit MIA for a little while. I'm adminning the group myself, so in between everything else happening in life, it's a little bit tricky to fit everything in, and sometimes I just need a bit of a break from social media because I kind of hate it. I jumped on there the other night. We're in the process of organizing our first little meet and greet dinner date for the 26th of May, I believe. I'll put a link to the group below if you're in the Toowoomba /Brisbane / somewhere close by area, you can join and maybe even come out for dinner with us and have some drinks and meet some new people. I'm hoping to do something every month with the social club, not necessarily like a big dinner, maybe even just like a coffee. My goal out of this is to like find people and make friends and not be a loner in my house anymore. I'm also starting to organize some little shoots for the Sometimes Pinup. I have some plans to do pinup makeovers and headshots in the next few months. Got a couple of test runs of that coming up shortly, so that'll be really fun to give everything a little bit of a run through and see where I want to go with things. I definitely miss pinup photography since I've closed Scarlet Noir, so I'm really looking forward to getting back into all that kind of stuff. I'm also planning some shoots for myself too with my friend David from Fracture Beauty Imagery. He's branching out and doing alternative photography, which is really cool. It's a secret love of mine. I've done a little bit of modeling for him before, just as part of my own little personal body positivity journey. Quick side note, I've had a lot of issues with self-esteem and self-image and probably a little bit of body dysmorphia, I would say, since I lost quite a bit of weight a few years ago. That's a whole other story. But being able to work with him and definitely jump outside of my comfort zone has been really good. I feel like I'm growing a lot, learning things, hating myself less, so that's good. If you're in the New South Wales area or even in Queensland, I think he's going to try and come up sometime this year. So if you're around Brisbane, Toowoomba, whatever, and you want to have like a boudoir shoot or maybe create something a little bit more creepy and artistic, definitely hit him up. I'll put the link to his Instagram below. I think he's planning on going down to Canberra at some point as well, so if you're down that way, definitely follow him and find out if maybe he's got any plans to travel near you, and you can plan something cool and have some cool photos too. And that kind of leads me to my final little life favorite, I suppose you could say. The last few weeks I've been looking into what would be involved with doing cosplay, just for a bit of fun and to kind of have another creative outlet outside of pinup and all my photography kind of stuff. I quite possibly will probably not end up doing anything about it, but I thought even just for Instagram it might be fun, especially now my hair is green like my beloved Enid from Ghost World. Yeah, I don't know, I thought it would be fun if I ever get any spare time. But yeah, it's always been something that I thought is really cool. I've just never actually done it. So who knows, maybe, probably not, because it's me. I think that's it for April. Like I mentioned in my last favorite shit from video, I do want to do a version of this that's more beauty related with makeup I'm trying or products I really like. I've been trying this Aftercare. I don't know if you can even see that. It's very little. It's 13th Sparrow Vegan Tattoo Balm. I do want to do a separate review on that, but just little things like that. Maybe even some clothes stuff, who knows. But this was April. Before you go, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. You can hit the little bell notification button. You can follow me on Instagram at Scarlet the Sometimes Pinup with a little dot in between all the words. You can follow me on Facebook. You can join my social club group. I'm very slowly developing this Sometimes Pinup situation. If you want to stalk me on all the things, go for it. We'll have some creepy fun together. That sounded wrong. Oh well. Bye! Why does no one ever answer the phone? I mean, I never answer my phone, but that's no excuse. I want a bit part in your life. A walk on would be fine. I just want a bit part in your life. Bit part in your life. I need to check this because I don't want to look like a dickhead. And oh my god, I just looked at it. What was it?